Trump administration's ban on Chinese tech giant Huawei is expected to hit rural America hard. Phone service providers across the United States are almost entirely dependent on Huawei, which produces inexpensive wireless communications equipment. Kevin McAleese with this report.
Rural America relies on small companies like this one in South Canaan, Pennsylvania. LHTC Broadband has been using Huawei equipment to bring high-speed internet to remote parts of the state for the last 5 years.
This is the Huawei ONT, which goes inside of a customer's home, and then it's able to be used to serve the customer with telephone service, internet service, and TV service.
The recent US crackdown on Huawei has thrown this small company into uncertainty.
In this particular case with Huawei, it was very competitively priced, and so we took a chance on the product. And obviously the other big thing is quality. And the other thing that we're big on is the partnership between those we do business with. And Huawei has been a good partner over the years.
CEO Jim Kale says he's never had any security concerns with his Chinese partner, but feels any future outcome is beyond his control.
I sense that I'm getting caught in the middle of a trade war here, but we have no choice but to keep moving forward until someone comes and takes that alternative away. It says you're going to have to stop doing business with Huawei, and at that point, then, like I said, then the issue is, well, how are we going to fund what we already have out there? How are we going to replace what we already have out there? But yeah, I do believe I'm caught in the middle of something here.
Despite the US administration making every effort to position Huawei as tech enemy #1, at the recent G20 in Japan, Donald Trump made a surprise announcement.
We sell to Huawei a tremendous amount of product that goes into the various things that they make, and I said that that's okay, that we will keep selling that product.
The US president's move was slammed by Democrats and members of his own party, who believe Huawei supports China's espionage efforts. Trade expert Dan Ikenson says the shift in strategy was predictable.
I think this is par for the course for Trump. He doesn't seem to recognize the gravity of the situation. You can't negotiate with something like this. It's binary. They're either a national security threat or they're not.
He says that while most US officials are in agreement over the Huawei risk, the rest of America still needs convincing.
There is concern that Huawei is a national security threat. That's a very deeply held concern among the national security hawks in the administration, in Congress, and in the intelligence community. The problem is that in no public fora have those allegations been aired.
President Trump's concession on Huawei is good news for the company, but it doesn't mean it escapes that blacklist entirely. The US administration says its ultimate position on Huawei won't be decided until after a broader trade deal between the US and China is finalized. Kevin McAleese, CNA, Washington.